Hello everyone, myself Arpita Patil, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology from Srimati Indira Gandhi Government First Grade Women's College, Sagara. In today's video, I am going to explain about the types of immune cells. Immune cells are produced from the stem cells called as hematopoietic stem cells which are present in the bone marrow. These hematopoietic stem cells, they will give rise to different types of blood cells, hence the name hematopoietic stem cells. The word hematopoiesis means synthesis or formation of the blood cells, and these stem cells are responsible for the production of different kinds of blood cells. Hence these stem cells are called as hematopoietic stem cells and these are present in the bone marrow. These stem cells give rise to two lineages of cells called as lymphoid progenitor cells and myeloid progenitor cells. And among these, lymphoid progenitor cells give rise to three types of immune cells. They are T lymphocytes, B lymphocytes, natural killer cells. Among these three, T and B lymphocytes are responsible for adaptive immunity or specific immunity, whereas natural killer cells, they are the key mediators of innate immunity. And myeloid progenitor cells give rise to three types of cells: leukocytes, erythrocytes, and platelets. Among these, leukocytes are a part of innate immunity. In leukocytes, again there are different types based on their size and structure of the nucleus. They are classified into neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils, mast cells, and monocytes. Erythrocytes and platelets, they are not related to immune system. Let's study about the lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are the only cells with specific receptors for antigen and are the key mediators of adaptive immunity. These lymphocyte cells, they have specific receptors on them for specific antigen and therefore they are called as key mediators of adaptive immunity. They are mainly involved in the adaptive immune system of specific immunity. They are called as key mediators of adaptive immunity. They can be distinguished by surface proteins. On their cell membrane, they have special kind of proteins, surface proteins. They can be identified by monoclonal antibodies. The standard nomenclature for these proteins is the CD. CD for cluster of differentiation, and they are numbered, for example, CD1, CD2, CD4, CD3, CD8, etc. In lymphocytes, there are three types. B lymphocytes, they are the mediators of humoral immunity. They are responsible for humoral immunity. T lymphocytes are the key mediators of cell-mediated immunity. And natural killer cells, these are the cells of innate immunity. Let's study in detail about B and T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes, they arise in bone marrow, and T lymphocytes, both B and T lymphocytes, they arise in bone marrow. B lymphocytes, they mature in bone marrow, whereas T lymphocytes, they mature in thymus. Hence the name B lymphocytes are called as bone marrow lymphocytes, and T lymphocytes, they are thymus derived lymphocytes. Hence the name T lymphocytes. And B lymphocytes are present about 10 to 15% of total blood. They compose about 10 to 15% of total blood lymphocytes, whereas T lymphocytes are present in the majority. Let's study about the steps in maturation of B and T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes, they will arise from the stem cells, hematopoietic stem cells, and these hematopoietic stem cells give rise to a lineage of cells called as lymphoid progenitor. These are produced by the lymphoid progenitor cells. These give rise to pre-B cells or premature B cells. They develop into immature B cells. Then immature B cells mature into mature or naive B cells within the bone marrow. And after that, these naive cells or new B cells, they leave the bone marrow to meet antigen in the secondary lymphoid organs. They will leave the bone marrow and enter into the secondary lymphoid organ where they will interact with the antigens, different kinds of antigens. Now let's study about the steps in maturation of T lymphocytes. They are also derived from the hematopoietic stem cells and they give rise to lymphoid progenitor cells. From them, immature T cells are produced. These immature T cells, they leave bone marrow to thymus gland. They enter into the thymus gland where they become mature. The maturation and selection of T lymphocytes takes place within the thymus gland. And then they become mature and those cells are called as naive T cells. And these naive T cells leave the thymus to meet antigen in the secondary lymphoid organs. B lymphocytes have a specific type of phenotypic markers on their cell membrane. In B lymphocytes, we can find the CD19 and CD21. They have a markers called as CD19 and CD21. They also have Fc receptors and they have class 2 MHC molecules on their cell membrane as a phenotypic markers. Whereas T lymphocytes, they have CD3, CD4 and CD8. Along with that, they also have T cell receptors on their cell membrane. B lymphocytes are responsible for antibody production. They will fight against the antigen by producing antibody, and they are the key. Therefore, they are responsible for humoral immunity. Whereas T lymphocytes, they are responsible for cell-mediated immunity. The cells directly attack on the foreign or microorganism. Hence, they are called as responsible for cell-mediated immunity. Next, about the antigen recognition. In case of B lymphocytes, they recognize antigens in the form of proteins, polysaccharides, lipids, nucleic acids and small chemicals. They may be free or soluble. These antigens may be in the free form or soluble form. In case of T lymphocytes, they will recognize antigens in the form of proteins only. And generally these proteins, they will recognize these antigens when they are bind with the MHC molecules. MHC means major histocompatibility complex. CD4 cells recognize peptides plus MHC2 molecules. They will recognize proteins or peptides which are bind with the MHC2 molecules. CD4 cells recognize peptide plus MHC2 molecules. Whereas CD8 cell, they will recognize the peptides which are bound with the MHC1 molecules. Next, about the antigenic recognition receptor in case of B and T lymphocytes. First, let's study about the B lymphocytes. In case of B cell receptors, they have membrane immunoglobulin. They are immunoglobulin M and immunoglobulin D. They have the membrane immunoglobulins. Whereas in T lymphocytes, they have T cell receptors. On their cell membrane, they have the receptors called as T cell receptors. Let's study about the stimulation by antigen in case of B and T lymphocytes. First, about in case of B lymphocytes, how they get stimulated by the antigen, where B cells proliferation. After stimulation by antigen, B cells or B lymphocytes start to proliferate, and then they will differentiate into memory cells and plasma cells. Plasma cells are also called as effector cells, which produce antibodies to eliminate the antigen. In case of T cells or T lymphocytes, the antigen binds with the T cell receptor complex. Antigen binds with the T cell receptor and it forms a complex. Antigen represented on MHC bind with the variable domain of TCR. Antigen which is presented on major histocompatibility complex bind with the variable domain of T cell receptor. CD3 and zeta proteins signal transduction occurs. They activate the T cells. Now let's study about the types of T cells. In types of B and T cells. In B cell there are three types. Naive B cells. They are mature but non-sensitized cells are called as naive B cells. Then plasma cells. These are sensitized, functional or effector cells and memory cells. In case of T cells there are different types. T helper 1 cells, T helper 2 cells, then T regulatory cells and cytotoxic T cells. There are 4 types. T helper 1 cells, Th1 cells, they produce cytokines which help B cells to produce antibodies. They produce chemicals called as cytokines which help B cells to produce the antibodies. T helper 2 cells, Th2 cells, help macrophages to destroy ingested microbes. The main function of Th2 is they help the macrophages to destroy the ingested microbes or intracellular microbes. And cytotoxic T cells, third type of T cell is cytotoxic T cell. They will lyse or break virus infected cells and they are also responsible for killing of tumor cells. They will destroy the tumor cells and they are also responsible for graft rejection. And last is T regulatory cells. They will suppress the immune response. they will suppress the immune response, and they are also useful in the immune rejection. They are responsible for the graft rejection or immune rejection, and they are the main regulatory cells of the immune system. Let's study about the B lymphocytes, the sensitization or activation of the B cells or B lymphocytes. When the specific antigen binds with the receptor, membrane receptor of B lymphocytes, there is the sensitization of the B cell or B lymphocytes. In this diagram, I have shown the antigen binding to the antibody receptor. Then B cell gets sensitized. After sensitization, there is a proliferation of the B cells, production of clone of cells which are identical to the sensitized B cell. They will produce two types of cells called as memory cells and plasma cells. Plasma cells are the effector cells. They will produce or secrete antibodies in the body fluid, and these antibodies, they are released in the body fluid, that is blood, lymph and other body fluids. In this diagram, it represents the B cell stimulation by antigen and clonal selection. Stimulated B cells proliferate and produce two populations of cells. Some remain as memory cells and others differentiate into antibody producing plasma cells. Here I have shown the B cell and its receptor. The receptor is a membrane antibody. In case of B lymphocyte, it is a membrane antibody with two sites for binding of an antigen. Here they have two sites for binding of antigen. Now let's study about the T lymphocytes. Here I have shown a cytotoxic T cell. T cell and its receptors. TCR means T cell receptor. It is a dimer with only one antigen binding site. Here in T cell receptor, there is only one antigen binding site is there. Additional markers in the form of cluster of designation or differentiation. Apart from antigen binding site, they have a markers on their membrane called as cluster of differentiation or cluster of designation, CDs, and they are given different numbers like CD4, CD8, and these identify cytotoxic. CD8 is cytotoxic, and CD4 is present on the T helper cells. CD8 is present on the cytotoxic T cell. These are the surface markers. T lymphocytes. Here, how I have shown how cytotoxic T cell kills a target cell by releasing chemicals called as perforins and granzymes. It first binds to the MHC antigen complex. Here, the T lymphocyte, it will bind with the MHC antigen complex of a target cell. On a target cell, there is the presence of antigen and MHC marker. The T lymphocyte bind with the MHC antigen complex, and then it will release a chemical perforins and enzymes, granzymes. By that, it will completely destroy the infected cell. In this diagram, I have shown about how humoral response by B cell requires the interaction between it and a helper T cell. Here, in this diagram, T helper cell, it will bind with the infected cell and it will release a cytokines. And these cytokines, they help in the stimulation of the B lymphocytes or B cell. And like this, the helper cells, they will activate the B cells and help in further immune response. Here, both the systems, humoral immune system and cell-mediated immune system, both work in a coordinated fashion to eliminate particular antigen or microbe. This completes about the different types of immune cells in our body. Thank you.